We all wish we could bring our Disney vacation home with us, right? To have that Disney feeling every day? Well, why not start your day the Disney way with a Disney blend from Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company? With over 23 varieties to choose from the French bistro you find in your resort room to the Yachtsman Steakhouse and Gico, of course, and now Joffrey's newest Disney blend, Le Cellier. Why not start your day with that Disney magic? Order yours today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
You're giggling already.
I'm giggling already.
I'm Bob Caller.
Did I say it's ResortLoop.com yet?
Yeah, I think so.
It's ResortLoop.com. It's also the gateway to the magic. It's also episode 366.
And you are highly caffeinated, obviously, today.
I'm caffeinated. I'm sugared up. I had a cookie. It had both chocolate chips and M&Ms in it.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, you're all sugared up. I had some oatmeal. I'm trying to stay healthy.
Look at you.
I'm trying to stay healthy for Looper Nation.
You need to stay healthy for Looper Nation.
Because at the end of the month, the 25th
soon.
and 26th,
It's bearing down on you.
we're going to have that the very first official Looper meet.
Wow.
Down at Walt Disney World.
That's exciting.
I've tried to make the itinerary. Check out our my itinerary on our website or Facebook. I'm trying to make it so people can come and see me, other than at Joffrey's Tea Traders.
Right.
You know, don't feel like that's the only place you're gonna come and say hello.
And you're
There's
not
plenty
using you don't need to use a theme park admission either to go see.
No, I
So
didn't
that's
want to
good.
do that. I didn't want to push people into having to spend the money to come see me.
No. Oh, Lord.
Nobody wants to do that.
I will refund.
I'll have stuff to give away. Wherever I am, whenever you decide to come meet me. Gonna have some dinners, some places.
I saw that.
Over the 2 days. Some lunches,
Some beverages.
Beverages. We're gonna have some evening time, maybe for the adults.
Oh my.
And definitely we're gonna hop on that monorail and do some Resort Looping.
Loopin'. Can you get a more genuine loop than the Resort Loop with the Resort Loopers and Super Loopers? It's a lot of looping.
I need a scorecard now. I'm not exactly sure how that all plays out. But please come and say hello. October 25th, 26th at Walt Disney World. If you're looking for me,
And you should be.
just shoot me out a tweet or Facebook message, and
Who would have thought you'd said that 3 years ago?
I will find the time. I truly want to meet all you guys from Looper Nation. Really, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be outstanding.
So, who says that?
I heard it somewhere before.
All right.
It's a good word.
It is a good word. But that's not what the show's about today. And
No.
before we get started with the show, I have a This Day in Disney History, my friend.
I know.
1991.
Ooh.
By the way, happy anniversary to Walt Disney World, 45 years.
It was huge over this past weekend.
Yeah. I think, 34 for Epcot, something like that?
Something.
Something.
Sounds all right. Let me do the math. We'll be here all day if I try to do the math.
don't
Just
do
go
that.
on with your
1991. Today officially starts sales for Disney's Vacation Club.
Wow.
How about that?
Man, that'll never last.
And this, what would that be then? 20. Now I got to do math.
Oh.
25 years later,
It's our Achilles heel.
it spawns, of course, the Resort Loop DVC Roundtable.
It does.
So this
Pinnacled.
This actually started. It was a long journey to get to where we are now, but thankfully we made it to the DVC Roundtable. Make sure you guys check that out.
That's right. It was all mapped back in 1991.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Tim had plans. As soon as he heard they were going to sell vacation clubs, he
That's right.
says, eventually I will do a show about that.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
No, you're right. I did say a show, but I didn't say about that.
Okay.
And it wasn't going to be a podcast.
So today, Tim,
Yes.
I thought, people are starting to plan their even next year's vacations.
You better be on it.
Or vacations to for the holidays.
Right.
Where we're going to go for the holidays. A lot of people like to travel around the holidays.
Because you need to be planning. If you're not planning, you get kind of Disney depression.
You do get into it.
At least if you're planning something, you got something coming up.
You got something happening.
Exactly.
Now, this show is going to kind of be for all those folks that don't. They always come up with the excuse, Disney is too expensive, I'm not going to go there.
Ugh.
Why should I go there when I have an amusement park within a couple hours drive?
Right. We have that.
I'm going to go all the way down to Florida, spend all that money, when I can just take the kids over a weekend.
You're going to spend it and you're going to love it,
You're going to love it. But this isn't going to be a show just about the money. We're not going to talk about that. We did that episode 326.
Not terribly long ago.
Episode
Earlier
326, we talked about comparing the vacations with the beach and like Cedar Point, which is near us. And nothing wrong with going to an amusement park.
Absolutely not.
But you cannot compare a Disney vacation with an amusement park.
Because if you do, you get depressed. I do that when I'm at like a place like Cedar Point.
You do, but it's also a huge mistake.
Well, it is. I suppose. But I'm walking around going, why is the floor so sticky? Why is the ground sticky?
Why are these not cast members?
Why are
these employees so upset? But it's Walt Disney World or Disneyland or any of the Disney parks, any of the Disney vacations, even the DVC.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a whole different experience. It's like comparing apples and oranges, and I hate to use that analogy. It's overused a lot of times, but it truly is.
It's like comparing apples to potatoes.
I like potatoes.
I know you do.
Chips. I like potato chips.
You like twice-baked potatoes also.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I know.
They're not bad.
Potato skins?
Anyway, so...
Cheese bacon.
I do like the skin. So anyway, you cannot compare the two because one is a nice fun weekend, the other one is an immersive experience. You
Very
follow
true.
me?
I'm following you. Technically, I'm right next to you, but yes.
So when you say, well, I can just take the kids for a weekend, people will go to Walt Disney World, and we know this because we have friends that have done this,
right,
for a month.
Yes. Wells family.
The Wells family. People will go to DVC for 2 weeks.
Without batting an eye.
And it's not enough.
They need more.
2 weeks is a lot of times not enough. A fortnight, by the way.
That's one fortnight, yes.
Yeah, that's a fortnight. We would love to be able to spend 2 weeks at Walt Disney World because it's an immersive experience. Please do not go in and say, okay, I can go to a Six Flags or I can go to Busch Gardens, and it's going to be the same experience. It's not. First off, typically, most amusement parks do not have their own resorts.
Typically, yes.
The Disney parks...
And if they do, they're not that nice.
They're okay. They're okay.
There's beds.
They're okay. So you're constantly going to typically a chain hotel if you're willing to stay the night.
Like those hotels with numbers in them.
Right.
Your Motel 6s, your Super 8s.
Right.
Yeah,
how many other numbers?
Those are the only. Yeah,
those are the only ones. You act like there's like a bunch of them.
There's probably more. I just can't think of them right now.
But Walt Disney World, especially, and we talk a lot about Walt Disney World, Disneyland in California, they have their themed resorts.
Exactly.
Again, the immersive part of the whole thing.
Building that bubble.
Building the bubble. Making you feel like you're in a great place. You're being treated very well by the cast members. It's special. The whole thing is special. You're not going to find an art of animation in Tulsa. You're going to find a Hilton, a Hampton Inn, a Marriott. You're going to find those things.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever stayed at, say, a Kalahari or a Great Wolf Lodge?
I have. I've stayed at Kalahari, yes.
Okay, I've stayed at Great Wolf Lodge. What are your thoughts?
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. The Kalahari by us is African themed. It's very similar to
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, giraffes out the window.
You don't have any giraffes out the window. It's themed that way,
No, I know what you're saying.
but it's a hotel, one resort by itself. Whereas Disney, you have that resort, then you go to another resort and another resort and another resort, all wrapped around all of these theme parks.
I gotcha.
As opposed to an amusement park.
Same thing with the Great Wolf Lodge, I noticed. We stayed
Really?
there.
Yeah.
Very nice rooms. Mildly themed.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you were going to go to Cedar Point, which is just down the road, you're leaving the bubble.
You are leaving the
And
bubble,
it's not an equivalent bubble to a Disney bubble. But, if you're not going to do that little indoor water park, you're going outside. It's like, well, I left the theming.
Right.
It is. It's like what you said. It's just
and the whole world is themed. You hit the nail on the head. Everything around there, and we've talked about this, the feelings, the emotions that come out, the senses that Disney provides you. You don't get that at an amusement park.
Exactly.
You get some rides, some pretty cool rides.
Oh,
I got no problem
rides
with that. Pretty cool rides. But it's the theming that makes a Disney vacation so very special.
I'm going to take that a step further. It's the Imagineers.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They've pretty much been given, I don't want to say free reign, because I'm sure that they could always use more money in their budget. But those Imagineers, you give them just a general idea where to go.
Right.
Give them that blue sky.
Oh,
they're going to make something happen.
Absolutely. The Imagineers, the cast members,
love them.
They're all trained to make this a very special experience for you.
Absolutely.
Whereas, an amusement park, they're pretty much trained to expedite people on and off rides. Let's go. We gotta get the ride going again.
They're moving the crowds around.
Now there's some very good employees at theme parks.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong, and we're not saying don't go to the theme park. We're just saying you can't compare a theme park, a Walt Disney theme park, and an amusement park. Two different things. Two completely different animals there.
You're comparing apples to potatoes.
Again, the apples and potatoes.
I don't know why I like that one.
I like oranges because it's Florida, but whatever.
Yeah,
in California, they do oranges in California.
They also have potatoes.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Idaho has most of the
What'd
potatoes. You call me? You heard me.
Ugh.
So, and again, I feel like I'm bashing amusement parks. I'm not bashing amusement
I don't think you're bashing. I think, in a way, you're justifying the cost difference between the two.
Absolutely.
Because you're paying what? What's a Cedar Point ticket now? I haven't been it's been a couple of years.
It's
like half the price of maybe a
No,
Disney
it's more than that. It's more than
75%?
half. Yeah, probably. Yeah, around 60%, thereabouts.
So, but again, there's another theme park. They've got their rides they need to take care of.
Right.
Upkeep. They still have to pay all those employees.
Right. But
They have
here's
to pay for heat because they're in the north.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you've got the fact that many of the rides at an amusement park you can't ride. If you're if you've got, I'm getting older, I don't necessarily need some thrill ride anymore.
You are getting older.
Grandma and Grandpa aren't going to be able to go with you.
No, that's why the ultra theming, these Imagineers have come up with some of the dark rides.
Right.
Are fantastic. Like, what dark rides does Cedar Point have that are family friendly?
I don't know.
That's hard to say. Granted, it's probably the best coaster park on the planet.
Absolutely.
But when you want to go to somewhere where like the entire family can go, the little kids,
exactly.
Because grandparents.
Because what does that do? You said this the other day. What does that do for the family when you have generations going to Walt Disney World?
Everybody gets a shared family experience that goes through the generations.
Yep.
This is It's a Small World.
Yep. Peter Pan. Some of the ones that aren't the most technically advanced, right,
but are at the core of what Disney values and Disney family entertainment are.
There you go.
Just saying.
That's exactly what Walt wanted. Walt, when he sat on that park bench and saw his kids having fun on the rides and realized, I'm not really having all that much fun. I'm watching them ride the rides.
Right.
But I can't participate in that. It's not fun for me. That's why he came up with the theme park as opposed to just another amusement park. It's not an amusement park.
Right. Because even your grandparents, they might not even be able to go on like the bumper cars at Cedar Point.
Right, exactly.
And does Cedar Point have a normal carousel? I know they have that super high-speed carousel.
They got the high-speed one. I think they do have. It's been a while since I've been up to Cedar Point.
Oh, and they do have the old car.
They have the old
car,
cars.
kind of their version of the Speedway.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think you're getting a better family value dollar at a Disney park.
And I'm going to say this.
Say it.
If Disney were doing it wrong, why did Universal copy them? Why did Busch Gardens copy them? If they were doing it wrong.
And bam, there you go.
So I'm just
Boom!
saying. I'm just
goes
saying.
the dynamite.
You know, one of the things, and I'm going to go over to Universal real quick here, but that's what makes Universal now more appealing for families, thanks to the theming of the Harry Potter, the Simpsons, all of the things that they've added to Universal that makes it more of a themed land as opposed to an amusement park, which is what it kind of really started out as. It was just going to be roller coasters and rides and things like that. And they have slowly evolved into this themed land of the movies. So, I mean, they were always the movies. But
I'm going to take this a step further because I love where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's even take rides off the table. What has Disney done to their theme parks that other amusement parks have not done? They've made highly themed family dining options as well to go along with these attractions.
And then there's that, too. Walt Disney World, in particular, is one of the few places you can go on the planet, and you can check out one of our blogs, our more recent blogs from Sandy.
Oh, Sandy Semanek did a great job.
Walt Disney World is a place where you can go and never go into a theme park.
Oh, absolutely not.
You could spend a week and enjoy Disney Springs, all of the dining options, the resorts. You could truly, the water parks.
Miniature golf.
Mini golf, regular golf. We've talked about that with Joe Quattrochi. There is so much to do down there. It is such an immersive experience. And, again, I can't say this enough because so many people, we've talked to people, and that's what kind of spurred this conversation. Why should I go all the way to Florida when I got an amusement park right up the street? Because it's not an amusement park.
Absolutely not.
It is an immersive experience. What other place can you go where you are going to relive your childhood? We've all watched Disney movies.
Absolutely.
You're gonna live out that childhood of watching those Disney movies at a Disney theme park.
What kind of details are there at your regular amusement park to search out? Do you have any kind of hidden Mickeys you can look for?
Occasionally you've got a pseudo-themed land.
Right.
You know.
Maybe the Charlie Brown land.
Charlie Brown. They've got a little Western land and things like that. But and a lot of the other amusement parks around the Six Flags have gone with superhero kind of theming.
Right.
DC comic kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, the bad ones. What?
He didn't say that.
No.
Yeah, there goes Edit Free 2016.
It took till October.
I guess that's we could just keep going on and on, but we're just going to continue to repeat ourselves. The bottom line is when you have friends, because most of the people listening to this show, they understand. They're
I thought you were going to say they don't
this.
have friends. I didn't know where you were
No,
going.
they understand, but they need to talk to their friends and have some ammunition to discuss this with their friends as to why you can't compare a Disney theme park to an amusement park, and
Absolutely
you just can't do it. It's too immersive. It's too much of a full experience, like you said, the dining. The shopping, the rides, the resorts, all of it combined.
It's all encompassing.
Just completely changes the whole amusement park feel.
It has redefined the entire family value vacation system.
Right. It's entertainment where an amusement park is fun. I don't know as it's necessarily a full-on entertainment experience. And Disney is.
It absolutely is.
When you're walking through Adventureland, you feel like you're someplace else.
You have convinced me.
Wh-
By the way, if somebody out there, you don't have any friends, you have a friend in me.
All right. Oh, wow.
I just wanted to say, I heard that somewhere before. Also.
So after all this ranting,
Was this a ranting show?
everybody,
His arms weren't flailing.
everybody's going, really? Why are we taking the time to stop and see this guy?
Your plan worked.
he's kind of out there. I don't think we should go.
See,
and
you've been slightly
Bob.
concerned about nothing. Not that you're a little nervous. Not that he's a little nervous about this.
I just you know what I'm nervous about.
What do you,
honestly,
no, tell me.
what I'm nervous about is
Just me.
truly, I don't want to let people down.
Oh, I
you
know.
They're gonna go. That's it. That's what we came to see. That guy. We don't want to see that guy.
I'm the same way. That's why I'm not going. I don't want to let anybody down.
I don't want to let you guys down in Looper Nation. That's why I'm giving stuff away. Honestly,
Leave the checkbook with me.
too late. Tim, that is all I've got.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I always like these free-form conversations. Should I wrap up the show? Is this where I
sure.
say my thing?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks for joining us. Tim Scott, Twitter, Facebook, website, ResortLoop.com. Check out our Patreon stuff at ResortLoop.com/support if you'd like to contribute to this madness.
we need some professional help. We truly do. We truly do. I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Follow me over on Twitter and Facebook. I'll be giving updates on that. I'm also going to be doing some Facebook Live.
I'm excited about this.
So stay tuned for that. This has become.
It seemed like
so
a good
much
idea
fun.
at the time.
No, it's going to be wonderful. We're going to have a blast, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to have so much fun. Please come and find me wherever I'm at the parks. And Tim, what else should people do?
Everyone, if you're looking for Bob, he'll be wearing the Mickey Mouse or Disney shirt down there.
Something.
And when you find them, just be sure you're sharing the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody. All right, Tim, so everybody has, they've stopped listening to the show now. What should they do after they're done listening to the show and they're all excited about wanting to go to a Disney park, going on a Disney vacation? What should they do?
I, personally, after being all excited and ready to go,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to deal with an expert.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to talk to People Mover Travel and talk to Tyler, our expert over there.
Over at peoplemovertravel.com?
PeopleMoverTravel.com.
But when you go there,
Yes.
you got to make sure you click on that you heard about them from us.
From Resort Loop.
Resort Loop.
That is an option on the drop-down menu right there.
Absolutely. By the way, Tim,
Yes.
I just booked through them.
How did that go?
It was the easiest thing in the world.
How can it not be? It's Tyler.
I put in my name. I put in the dates I want.
Right.
Of course, check-marked Resort Loop is where I heard
Right.
of them from. And sent it off to him. Within an hour, Tyler had gotten back to me. I can't guarantee he's going to get back to everybody that quick, but got back to me within an hour, letting me know he got it, and he'll let me know as soon as he runs the numbers.
Tyler and his team know travel.
PeopleMoverTravel.com is fantastic.
Love.
Easy. You and I have done it a million times on our own.
And we missed out on discounts here and there because we're not on top of it all the time.
I'm done doing that.
Why would we have to do it? Tyler, People Mover Travel, will do it for you.